Good evening, baby. Hey, Wendy, baby. Maria, I'm gonna send your voice memo after the live today. Okay, love. So if you don't end up going to sleep, or if you do end up going to sleep, you'll probably have it when you wake up. Thank you for the love, baby. Hey, Tasha. Grand evening, baby. Hey, honey. Welcome in. This song in the background. I hope y'all had a good day today. You welcome, baby. Royal Rich Rising, baby. Welcome in, my love. Hope y'all had a beautiful day today. If y'all don't mind sharing with a few people so we can get the tribe in the room. That'll help me out a lot. Shay. I know I laugh like a little like a little fat kid. Like Jimmy, what's up, baby? Welcome in. Going in. Right. That's why I started snickering. I'm like, not today. Not too much now. Okay. Hey boss. Welcome in, beautiful. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for sharing, Rhonda. Appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you for all the hearts and the likes already. Y'all know I love to see it. Today, I just had I was a lot of thinking today for me. No, you don't. Stop, baby. Sashay. Thank you, baby. Sashay. Hey, Jonetta, my love. Welcome in. Good to see you, love. I was just doing a lot of thinking today. I'm good, baby. Hey, Destiny, love. Just check my inbox. Okay, yeah, you should have everything in your email, sis. I got you done. But yeah, I told y'all yesterday when I got off live that it was gonna be a bit of a work day because I had some people to get some private, booking. So I took care of everything yesterday, but I was also just, very much just thinking, right? And y'all know I was telling y'all that there's just been, y'all are on this journey with me in a way. Hey Tracy, welcome in, beautiful love. Good to see you. Y'all are kind of with me on my own personal journey of revelation, self discovery, finding my true identity, finding, the bloodline and all of that. And so y'all know, what was it, like a couple days ago? I told y'all my mom, who was passed away, right? But my mom, she revealed to me all of my names, my real, birthday, the birth time, everything, so I can do my birth chart. And so even, just things like that, right? There's been a lot. And I've been, I have a sis that I talk to kind of regularly. We exchange readings and things like that too. But she knows a little bit more about my story because she's been helping me discover some of the pieces. Um, so she knows how deep a lot of these things really run. And so it's more than a notion to, have lived your life a certain way for so many years, you know what I'm saying? Thinking that you were this, thinking that your birthday is your birthday, your name is your name, your folks is your folks. For all of a sudden, literally within a matter of, finding out information and your life changing in 24 hours and you knowing that that wasn't the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like there was so many lies here. So a lot of the thoughts that I was having today was just kind of like, it was running me down memory lane, but it was just giving me a different perspective as I went down memory lane because it's like, as some memories still reside, I was this person, or you was this to me, or I thought that this was going on. But it's like now that spirit takes me back to those places and spaces in my mind, now knowing what I know, it's just crazy to see how people really sat and played in my face. You get what I'm saying? Like, and did that shit on purpose, with purpose. You know what I'm saying? Even some of the things that I can remember people saying, like overemphasizing, you know that they were doing that, making sure that, like, oh, let me play my role, and making sure that, you know, we diverge from the truth, or, you know, make it seem like that we really, really selling this one story. And it's interesting. It's very interesting. It makes you look at yourself differently, you know. And I guess I can speak from the point of view of the healer that's really helping people as well, who have similar stories, or you're in some sort of, you know, I don't want to call it identity crisis, but you are having to fully rediscover who. There has been a lot of lies told, or you've been around people who have constantly been living in lies themselves. So you couldn't find your truth in the reflection of some of these people, because they was always giving up some bullshit or lying. So yeah, this literally what I'm talking about now, Kyle. You coming in the room late. Yes, I'm literally talking about what I've been paying attention to and thinking about all day today. So yeah, like that's the energy that has really been on my mind. Even just, you know, I told y'all that Aquarius been on me heavy. I've always known myself to be an Aquarius. What I told, you know, when my birthday was written in as, right, illegally, I was an Aquarius. But even when I did the birth, the comparison I told y'all the other day, the birth chart, my actual birth chart versus, you know, what I was told was my birthday, it still was almost like identical. And I, instead of me being an Aquarius sun, I'm just an Aquarius moon. So in all of these things, you know, and even having lived the first half of my life so heavy in my, you know, Aquarius energy, it makes sense, because that was the shadow. That's when I was living, you know, in unawareness in certain extents. And then when I did become aware and start figuring out what was going on, right, in that moon, that same moon energy, right, I shade love, when I did start figuring out like what was going on, then I could start bringing that high priestess aspect to the fact that I was still kind of like in that moon Aquarius shadow side of things, but turning that around and working it in my favor. Welcome in, baby. Hey. um so yeah, it's interesting now, just thinking about, you know, what it means to embody the sun energy now, which is for me Pisces, March 1st. And that shit to me, y'all, is still like, that has been baffling me all day today. Okay, like me still trying to wrap my mind around it. And even in that too, what I just said, like going back and seeing myself in certain scenarios and certain memories, and even the way in which I acted and reacted, in a lot of ways it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see it in me, but there is a very sacred shift that I know that's happening in my life, right? Even the timing in which these things about my identity was revealed to me, because it's like spirit is letting me know, yes, this is you getting ready to come into your sun phase. You know what I'm saying? Like the time in life where you do get to be in that energy. And Pisces is water, feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? Like it still is connected to the moon too, right? Because I'm still on my true shit. I'm still very much in my Aquarius bag, even in that. But that energy of flowing more emotionally, really accepting that energy and that life of ease, you know, versus having to be in that Aquarius mindset all the time of like thinking quick and what we got to do, and doing so much for myself and for others around me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like all of it has just been, that's been my realization for today, you know. And it has really had me floored in the best way, right? Because it's almost like my inner child is seeing it as like a whole new world. Like I feel like I'm on a magic carpet right now, just exploring myself, and just like, man, like, so I get to get all of these new aspects, right? Because for a person who has mastered themselves so much, right, baby, I know me inside and out, honey. I know every part of that Aquarius, that Terica, every bit of that life path number 11, what that means, honey. I studied, I tapped into that, I embodied that. So this for real is like me learning a whole new part of myself. what I'm saying? And I get it. You know, that the timing of everything is supposed to feel this way. It is that, you know. But that today was kind of like my mental shift, if that's the word that I want to use for it. And then even Roosevelt, yeah, like a rebirth. Yeah, sis, thank you. You understanding what I'm saying here. And then Roosevelt, when you text me and I woke up to what you were saying, and even that, like what you told me, and when I said to you, like, welcome back, right? Like there was some sort of metamorphosis, there was a change. So even in my own self, like it felt more mentally, but it happened today. So that's what I really focused on. And even when I got off live, you know, I understood I was already in the 27 energy. I know y'all are in it now, or y'all were coming into it as we were getting off live, but I'm a day ahead because of where I live. Or some hours ahead, should I say. Um, but even when I got off live, when I recognized that it was the 27th, I was like, all right, Spirit, I understand that this is the day that, you know, you said very specifically to look out for certain things, certain conversations, whatever, just to be aware. So for that to happen the way that it did, and especially with me already kind of being in an energy of awareness and expectancy for something. I didn't know what it was going to be. Hey, baby. I didn't know what it was going to be, but just in an expectancy for something. And for it to happen that way, or for me to see what I saw in that way, it was a powerful experience. It really was. I've been, you know, really sitting more with my birth chart as well too. You know, just trying to understand even deeper the placements, you know, the houses, zodiacs, all of that, like what goes where, what it means. And it's almost like literally I'm to learn like a new person. So I'm here for it. I'm excited about it. I'm still disgusted at how I was lied to and how much people played in my face. It was like even just down to like the simplest of things that was said to me, or you know what people told, overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't even have to lie or act like that. Or you didn't have to, you know, certain things I just be thinking about like y'all really played. But for everything that I've been saying this whole month and every reading that we've done, when I've been talking about like the wrath of spirit and how he's really gonna come down, and why we really, hey baby, welcome in, why we really just gonna have to stand by and let God work and let God do what it is, and like chin up, be tough about what you see them going through here. This is why, because the audacity was so real, so very real. And they still, you know what I'm saying, it's piece by piece that they have been revealing these things to me. When I say they, I mean my spirit team, my mom especially, you know, has really been on it. But she also knows as well, like what I tell a lot of you, how much you can take at a time. So she don't drop it all on me. You know what I'm saying? I've asked for my name before and she told me no. But the other day when I knew that I needed to ask again because she was leading me and she told me yes, and I told y'all how I was sitting there like 6 names down and decode. And this is all through mediumship. This is through speaking to her into, you know, intuitively. And it took a lot out of me to get it, but I was very excited. I got all of them. You know what I'm saying? I tapped in. I finally went back and defined all of them as well too, what they mean. And it makes so much sense, y'all. And like I said, she revealed my name, my birthday, all of that at the same time. So she knew that this was a time where I would really be tapping in and, you know, just kind of rediscovering myself. And it's crazy too because some people who knew this, right? Some people knew who I was, right? Even the name that I had before, everybody didn't know that I had 6 names. She only recorded maybe one or two of them. And so even some of the people like them, the one who faked around and acted like she was my mama who raised me, was stealing from me, my biological father, when they was getting Akashic records, I love y'all real bad, okay? No more lies, baby. But even when they was doing the Akashic records and trying to destiny swap and all of that, they were only going off of a little bit of energy, like a little bit. My mama was very smart. She was very strategic in all things. And even when I told y'all she revealed it to me, she revealed to me the 6 names as the ancestral spelling of it. In real time, in English, it would be translated to something else and still would not equate to the value of who I am. So trying to read the energy, all that they did, playing around in my energy, trying to do the destiny swap, doing the actual ritual to do that, all of that, taking, cloning my energy, it never was the fullness of me. And God and my mama were very strategic about making sure that it happened in their way. So in all of these things, for real, what I'm tapping into now, there may only be one other person that may know this, and he may not even know it, because I'm hearing him say that he don't even have access to that now, because he been helping me as well. This is somebody that worked for the feds, but he's been communicating with me energetically. And he's saying that there's still things that they're getting ready to, you know what I'm saying, come and get me for, because only I can access it. But everything that I have written down already, when we access that and everybody's seeing it and witnessing it together, they're going to see word for word what I wrote and what she put. So they know I've been talking to her. I already know what's up. So when I say all of these people in my situation played themselves, and Spirit just been walking me down piece by piece in every way how they did it, y'all, my mind just been for real. And it's crazy because a lot of y'all too, I know y'all been feeling that collective energy. Like, my body is tired, exhausted, still very much so. I feel it. I feel the same thing that y'all been feeling. But it's like my mind can't stop, won't stop, and won't. Okay, like Spirit just running down everything, showing everything here. And the level of revelations, I told y'all too, when the day she revealed it to me, because when we talk about the readings and going back and correlating, and Spirit told us days ago to look out for this day or look out for this time, or when we hop in the Gemini season, this was going to be happening. Word for word, it's almost like that's what's been going on in my situation. And literally the first day of Gemini season is when she revealed all of this to me. So since then, since we've come into it, and like again, it's only been a few days now that we've been into this. We talking about years of things that have been unraveled and, you know, just literally revealed and just dropped right there in my lap. And I ain't been outside this room, honey. It's every now and then I'll pick up cards for myself, right? Because I try not to overwhelm myself too much with the energy, because I'm always with the cards. I'm always doing some sort of work. So for me, I just try to keep it, you know, just straight intuitive. Like, let's just talk, okay? Okay. But sometimes I am, you know, led to pick up the cards and do readings for myself. But this right here has literally just been like pen and paper and just channeling, hey baby, and just, you know what I'm saying, getting all the clarity, sis, all of the truth, just writing it all out here. So even when I said to y'all, Gemini season, Spirit will be revealing a lot of things for the collective, that's for real. And for some of y'all, you may already, you know what I'm saying, may be having a story like me. It may not be the exact same thing, but in lieu to like the revelations increasing and clarity coming through, yeah, like Gemini season is supposed to be there here for a lot of us. So even if it hasn't begun for you, please still look out for it, because honey, I'm a living witness and telling you that Spirit and the ancestors, honey, is talking down. They communing regularly in my room, you know what I'm saying? Like, running me up. When I tell y'all, like, I be at lunch just all day, just writing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, I told y'all, half this shit is just all channel messages. Oh, and my occasional drawings. Okay. But for real, y'all, some of this is like some business plan shit, but a lot of these is like names, channel messages, people talking to me, letting me know, speaking their piece. And this, when I say people, I mean people who could have passed on, like all of this, y'all. Every day. And some of this is folded up too, you know what I'm saying? Like where I have to bookmark certain things because it's like I can't even keep it organized for real. Where I would normally like to have my little dividers. Hey, B baby, welcome in. I would normally like to have my little dividers and shit color coordinated. And baby, I ain't got time to go and grab the other marker. I just gotta grab the nearest pen. Okay, and just just go in. Hey, love. So tap in, okay? Please know there's no way if you are an intuitive that you can't be getting some sort of downloads or information at this time. But I just want you to know, like, the type of grand evening, baby, the type of attention and time and space that you need to give to this situation, or even give yourself to be able to show up and receive this information. It needs to be thought about, okay? Don't let it be just no afterthought. Don't let your downloads be chasing your ass down. Like, sit down every day and take some time to commune with your spirit guides. Tell them to show you exactly what you need to know, and just pick up a pen and paper and start writing, or pick up a card deck, whatever your tool is. But tap in, because and for a lot of you, there is some missing pieces for real. You know what I'm saying? People who have purposely hidden things or tried to block things from you, or even tried to confuse your intuition in certain ways, right? Because even like I said, in my situation, these people was doing magic across my Akashic records, baby, trying to make me forget who I am, so that I would never go looking for certain things, or never go looking for my identity, never go asking, certain questions, right? Or even think to ask for it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on sharing with y'all as much as spirit will allow me, you know what I'm saying, my situation and what's going on. But for a lot of y'all, because you do have a like story with me, those things that I do say for real, you need to take it and at least try to apply to your situation as well too. So for a lot of y'all, for real, it needs to be day by day. Have tea time with your ancestors. Literally brew some tea with the intent to say, like, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna have this tea, and I'm gonna put my phone to the side, or, unless you using your phone to take your notes or whatever. But I'm just gonna, disconnect from this matrix world, and I'm gonna talk to my spirit guides and see what the news is here. Because whatever they're needing to tell me right now is something that is relevant for my life in this moment, or is something that I need to pay attention to. Ashe, in this moment. So yeah, it's been some powerful revelations, for real, for real. And like I said, for a lot of you guys too, this will just make a lot of things make sense for you that has, already happened in the past, right? And even though we're not existing or living in the past anymore, we are making sure that all doors are closed to the past. What's up, Chin, baby? We're making sure that all doors are closed to the past. All cycles are ended, right? All karmic cycles. And for a lot of you, it will be in that same motion of, like what I said, like you just kind of going back down memory lane, having a different perception of what was going on in that space and time. And even for me, like in those moments, if this was something that dealt with like my child, the childhood Terry, right, that was there, I would say to her in that moment, like, okay, little Terry, like this is our truth now. Like, I know this is what you were told or what they said to you, but this is what it actually is here. And literally just like correcting that shit for myself. As I've been saying these past few days, all the lies, all the bullshit, all the negativity that these people brought into this world, that they brought into your life, that they introduced to you by lying, scheming, covering shit up, they're going to have to take it with them. So even when you're going down memory lane, please understand that's equivalent to your spirit person revisiting that space and time. And you have the authority in a lot of these cases to go back to that space and time and change what happened by shifting your perspective or healing whatever happened in that moment. You can do that right from where you are now. That's why I tell y'all, don't avoid memories when spirit is trying to bring certain things back to you. Don't be like, taking things to numb yourself, or to be like, well, I don't want to think about that right now. No, sometimes it ain't for you to just keep reliving the same monstrous story over and over again, but it's really spirit trying to give you the opportunity to go back and correct what happened in that space and time. you that space and time, you accepted some sort of truth that was not yours. You accepted some sort of trauma or negativity that was being projected by somebody else, and you held on to that. So from that moment on, and for a lot of y'all, this could be a memory again. I don't care how old you are now, when you were a child. But even now, honey, you still have the authority when spirit is allowing you to go back there in your mind to vision that dimension in your spirit, man, to fix what happened. And if you don't like what you're seeing, if you don't, you know what I'm saying, want to believe the bullshit that you were being told, you can tell yourself in that moment, that's not our truth. That's not, you know what I'm saying, what we're going to subscribe to or let continue to be our story here. This is not the pain. So for me, in a lot of those moments, I found myself in those memories, you know, really, really standing up for the same people who was lying on me and lying to me. I found myself, you know, crying and beating myself up for not making whatever this measure of, you know, I thought that they were or I should have been to be more like them, right? Yeah, and I had real good talks to myself to be like, no, honey, they was never that. These was motherfucking clowns. And the only reason you can never be like them, baby, is because you couldn't stoop that motherfucking low. We never was. What's the little thing where they put the bar and you have to like go under it and go backwards? Never could, honey. In school, I would tip that bar every time because my back was not meant for bending. Not in this lifetime. Limbo, thank you, honey. Spine was never bent that way. Built or bent that way. So I had them real good talks with myself in those moments, right? In those memories to be like, yeah, they lying in your face. It's almost like in some cases I was sitting on the couch with myself, like, and listening to them tell the story, like, you remember when you was little and da 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 da? And I'm like eating pop, like, they lying. You gonna find out in a few more years, all this is bullshit. They just doing this to cover up, you know what I'm saying? This is a part of the spell to keep up the confusion. And for a lot of y'all, it's going to be the same thing. So even in those moments, right, even if there was something valid happening, right, like somebody literally did hurt you or this happened to you, even in those spaces, you have to say that this happened to me, but that does not mean that I have to keep carrying the negativity of this moment or what this person tried to leave with me in this moment with me forward. So this may have been the moment when it happened, but this is the first and the last time I leave it here. I leave the energy and the negative effects of it here. I'll take the lesson. I'll take the parts that make me stronger. But the trauma, the weight, that painful aspect of it, you got that. Because that was something that more than likely in that moment was inflicted upon me and I didn't ask for it. Okay? So, yeah. Today was that day. Today was for sure that day. And I know that there will be more days like this, especially since Spirit has said what he said concerning Gemini season. It's a whole month, right? Into June. That will be, you know, in this energy. Gemini as well is air sign energy. That's communication. That's swords. So I'm telling y'all, y'all need to tap in if you're not already. A lot of y'all already have to do it because you already know your intuition going ham, going crazy, downloads going crazy. And if you don't sit down and offload some of that shit, you're going to feel like your head going to blow up for real. But others of you, you may be feeling a little bit disconnected or even overwhelmed. And that's why, because you need to like redirect that energy like to your intuition and have talks with your spirit guides here. So for real, y'all sit down and have tea time with y'all folks and just ask them clearly to show you for this day. Show me what I need to know. Show me what parts of my story are relevant. You know what I'm saying? Whatever needs to be said, help me to see it, help me to accept it here. Because it's all relevant and everything that Spirit is saying in this moment. Yes, it helps this moment, but it also helps so much more moving forward. Okay, so don't avoid it. Don't avoid it, honey. And as well, too, if you are in an energy of you know, coming into like your real identity, don't be afraid to be the new you. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of y'all, it's about a spiritual aspect. A lot of people may not have known you to be a spiritual person, right? And you really may not have been. You may have been the furthest thing from that. But if you hear and you having this conversation with me, or you listening to me talk right now, like Spirit done said what he said concerning your life, honey, and you got some work to do. So the quicker you can switch into that gear of being who you are or claiming those gifts, do that. And fuck what a bitch talking about like, oh, now you spiritual. Oh, you ain't used to be like this, or that's not who I know. Okay. And it's not the same wig you had on yesterday either, bitch. So what are we doing? What are you talking about? So keep growing, y'all, for real. Keep becoming who God has said you are. For some of you, there will be a literal blood transfusion. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all I went through one of those too, okay? Period. I went through one of those too, to where I was just doing like blood detoxes and everything, to where Spirit had me getting down to the physical nitty gritty, honey, of ridding all of these curses and all of that shit that did not belong to me, and that these people tried to pull on me and put on me because of what they wanted to be involved in or how they wanted to lie. But Spirit said, not so. It's not for me. And I said, I know that's right, and did what I needed to do, honey. So for a lot of you guys too, it will come down to that. Spirit will be leading you to do detoxes, right? Drinking, speaking of teas, right? Detox teas, or, you know, doing like blood purifying tonics and things like that. And with the intent, right? Because we speak over everything that we use and that we ingest, and we call it to work for us and to, you know, go in, need it, and, you know, you give it instruction. But with it already being some sort of alchemy that's set up to detox or purify, plus your intentions on top, yeah, you is finna come out looking like a new person. A lot of y'all is gonna be like skin clearing up, you know what I'm saying? Like literally your body health changing, all of that. So that will cause you to look different. That will cause you to, you know, be presented in a different way. Hey baby. Deep purification, for real, for real. Mm-hmm. So do what you gotta do, love. And be who you are at this time. Let your, because for a lot of y'all, the intuition is already doing what it do. You just need to let it. You just need to accept that you are as powerful as you are, and that you are as tapped in as you are. You need to believe all that Spirit is showing you at this time. And don't try to, you know, debunk it, or, you know, say, oh, I'm tripping, or, oh, it can't be this. I'm telling you now. Ashay. For real. It ain't missing, baby. And the intuition in real time ain't never missed. We just learned the lesson that we miss because we don't always listen to it. We ain't feeling no more, okay? So tap in, y'all. Tap into your intuition. And for some of y'all, it's just as simple as asking the right questions out loud, listening, or, you know what I'm saying, feeling, sensing, however it is that you receive the answer, and letting it be that. Don't let it be too complicated.